Hey everyone, welcome back to MNMMPT NAATI YouTube channel. This is Manmohit. Now in today's video, I am going to share with you all about how to clear or how to pass this PTE exam in this year 2022 after it went through all the changes in the last year November. Now when I say passing or clearing PTE exam, it depends on person to person. Passing or clearing for one person may mean getting 50 out of 90. And for another person, it might mean getting 79 out of 90. So it just depends on the score requirement of yours based on whatever reason you're doing this PTE exam for. So this video caters for every single person, whether you're aiming for 50, whether you're aiming for 65, or even if you're aiming for 79 or even a perfect 90. So I would be covering up all the 4 modules, starting with speaking, followed by writing, then followed by reading, and then followed by listening. That's exactly how your real exam will happen as well. So without wasting any further ado, starting with the speaking module first. Now we know that in speaking there are 5 topics, starting with read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture, and answer short questions. Answer short questions is out of the game. That means even if you're aiming for a perfect 90, answer short questions is one thing that I would encourage all of you to not waste any time upon because of the importance. It's still literally 1 to 2 marks out of 90, both in listening and speaking. And that too, even if you give a wrong answer for that, it is still going to be all good. So that is one topic to not worry about much. Rest is 4 topics: read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, and retell lecture. For describe image, just worry about memorizing the template as much as possible, because that entire topic is dependent upon you speaking fluently and pronouncing all the words correctly. Describe image, just focus on your template, speak out couple of images on a day-to-day basis, and that should be all good. For repeat sentence, the best way to practice would be start listening to those podcasts. Could be audio podcasts, could be video podcasts. Start listening or watching them every single day. The more you listen, try repeating them out as much as possible. The more you listen, the more your listening skills will improve. Obviously it will help you in your listening module, and that will also help you in your repeat sentences because of you're just listening to some difficult words on a day-to-day basis and then ultimately speaking them out. That should be your best way of practicing repeat sentences. Read aloud, and the other topic, which is retell lecture. Read aloud, it's just pure speaking. Speak as many articles as possible every day. Just open any few websites in front of you. Just open npr.org. Just open Science Daily. Just open a couple of websites. Start reading out. Start speaking out those articles on a day-to-day basis. That should be your mindset of practicing read aloud. Like I said, for speaking, you just need to worry about 4 topics. Forget about answer short questions. Retell lecture and summarize spoken text. Practice them all together. Listen to any difficult articles. Even if you're listening to those same audio podcasts, you can use them for your repeat sentences. You can take notes of them and practice speaking your retell lecture. And also after taking notes, you can type a summary out of it. So are you getting the point that I'm trying to say here? Just with one audio, just with one podcast, you can do so many topics out of it. This is how you need to practice your speaking. Ultimately, even if you're aiming for 50 or 90, it just depends on what scores you're aiming for. So you can devote that much amount of time on those topics. If you just need 50 or 65, you can give a bit less time, but obviously if you're aiming for 79 or even higher score than that, even a perfect 90, you might have to devote a lot of time to that. Next is writing. Now in the writing, there's few topics such as your summarized written text, writing essay. Then in writing, we have fill in the blanks, reading plus writing. Then we have summarized spoken text, and finally we have write from dictation. So all these 5 to 6 topics that I've just spoken are the most important ones. So prefer practicing roughly about 30 to 40 sentences of write from dictation on a day-to-day basis. That should be the bare minimum. You can go as high as possible, but minimum should be 30 sentences every single day for write from dictation. Summarize spoken text, we have just discussed that. Listen to those podcasts, take notes, and start typing a summary. Essay, just memorize the template and have a habit of typing the template at least once every single day. It will hardly take you 10 to 15 minutes, but if you just start typing a template every day, you will realize that after a month or so, or even after a couple of weeks, you would be so quick in typing the template that in the exam, you would be able to finish writing essay very quickly. Summarize written text. It's very important topic. just again focus on the same concept that I've shared in my other videos, especially in the latest method one, that you just need the main ideas. You don't have to paraphrase. Just have a habit of doing one question every day. Have the paragraphs in front of you, identify the main ideas, type down the summary, job done. Next, and the most challenging according to me for everyone out there, is the reading module. And for reading, we have already discussed read aloud, which is the most important topic. For the reading, I've seen many students of mine, they take read aloud for granted. They think it's a speaking task, so they don't really focus a lot of they don't really give a lot of time on that. But just think about it, that topic is giving you roughly about 35 to 40 marks out of 90 just in reading itself. There's no way we can take that topic for granted. Alongside read aloud, we have fill in the blanks reading plus writing. And then obviously we have highlight incorrect words and all that, which are easy kind of topics. But for reading, your main focus has to be on these three topics. It has to be on read aloud, it has to be on fill in the blanks reading, it has to be on fill in the blanks reading plus writing. If you master these three topics, focus on all the videos that we have shared on our channel. Also, if you want one-on-one consultations with us, me or Mohit, 30 minutes or 1 hour, you can book one with us by getting in touch with us on either Instagram or Facebook, and we can discuss whatever slots and charges and all that stuff are. And obviously we can help you one-on-one. Left is listening. Now, listening is another module which some students get the scores very easily, and then there are some students who will struggle in listening no matter what. And the reason are two topics, which is repeat sentence and write from dictation. It might come as a surprise to you, but honestly, these are the two topics which actually differentiates people who are getting 90 or 19 listening versus people who are just stuck on 60, 65 or 70. Write from dictation and your repeat sentence alongside summarized spoken text. These three topics are the ones which your focus should be on. They are the game changers. They are the deciders as to whether you fall above 79 or below 79. Do not take these three topics for granted. Also, fill in the blanks listening. People take this topic for granted as well, thinking that it's just, you just listen to the audio, type down the words, job done. But every single word is worth 1 mark out of 90 in listening and in writing. You cannot take that topic for granted. If you just saw this video, I did not take the name of select missing words, highlight correct summary, multiple choice questions. I didn't even mention once. Forget about these topics. They're not that important. Your main focus has to be these 12 to 13 topics that I just mentioned. Do them well. Refer to our videos that we have recently uploaded for the latest method. I'll even put a link in the description box below for the complete playlist. Watch all those videos in a sequence. That's your first step. Understand how to do each and every single topic in a proper way. After that, if you still need a bit more help from us, do get in touch with us again on Instagram or Facebook, and then we can definitely arrange a one-on-one consultation session with you, where if you have any sort of questions, you can ask us. If you want to understand a specific topic, you can do that. If you want, let's say, speaking feedback for any of the topics, you can do that. If you have given the exam before and you want to get your score report analyzed and a study plan, maybe based on your requirements and based on your circumstances, we can do that, every single thing in those consultations. So you can get in touch with us again on Facebook or Instagram. I'll be putting all the links in the description as well. So that's it for this one. If you have any sort of questions, do leave them in the comment section below over here. And me and Mohit will try our level best to answer all of you as quickly as possible. And with that, I'm done with this video. And if you have got your exams coming soon, all the very best for that. And stay safe wherever you are. I'll see you guys in the next video.